An electric atmosphere for the USA in the blue, New Zealand in the white. This is what they play for, gold at stake.
Are you ready?
Underway in the Women's Cup final off the boot of Relive. It's a soaring kickoff and a soaring take from the New Zealand captain, Reese Pody-Lane. The Kiwis will play first with Setefano, and here's Sheree Kaka. Looks to get across and then link up with Michaela Blyde. And Blyde stepping around a couple more, and one of her own teammates. And then able to offload again for the captain, Pody-Lane, releasing Woodman-Whitcliffe. Ma comes at her. Eventually it's Canet who wraps her up. It's a nice sweeping defence from the USA, but New Zealand, a tidy start in the opening 30-40 seconds. Kaka drops it back for Blyde. Ball still there for New Zealand. We saw a tough and tenacious US defence in the semi-final just like that. Miller and King working in the middle. Now Georgia Miller tries to get around, and she's just so elusive. The way she can slide through tackles, and Georgia Miller once again in a final comes up with a big play. She'll dot it down for the opening try. New Zealand with first points.
Magic from Miller early on in this game. New Zealand controlled the tempo. She gets around, busts through. USA defenders falling off her. She hears it's finals time, and she steps up like she's been playing for years. An incredible young talent that loves the big moments.
Just the start New Zealand wanted. Tyler King will convert in front, and they jump out early, 7 points to 0. King goes shallow with the kickoff. Oh, that's clever from Setefano. The ball just about drifted the 10 metres, and she dragged it in. The veteran player is Canet. Has a good go at that one too. Kelter just lost her feet, and it will be a penalty for New Zealand. Wow, entertaining. Players throwing themselves at everything.
Off-beat was the second penalty.
Desperation, diving for the ball.
Tap from Woodman-Whitcliffe. Attacking threats here for New Zealand. Setefano starting to look more comfortable back on the series after a long injury absence. Blyde no way through. Great defence from Alona Ma, and look at that strength, and finally Blyde wriggles her way to the ground. Setefano, and now Pody-Lane. Great footwork and a good turn of pace has Reese Pody-Lane. And speaking of turn of pace and footwork, Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe swatting away US defenders, then linking up with Miller on her outside. New Zealand now pouring forward. Kaka just dragged down by Ma again, ever present. Another advantage for New Zealand. A lot of early defence here for the United States.
New Zealand so dangerous and electric with ball in hand. USA can't afford to get loose around the areas that give away penalties to them.
Wide taps. New Zealand 25 metres out. Teresa Setefano working in the centres, just kept going herself. Eventually Ma, they hung off her a wee bit, takes it to ground, and New Zealand reset again. Reload once more through Pody-Lane. She's going to give it early to Blyde, and just the space, they gave her too much room. Blyde flies into the corner.
Check a shooting touch. Okay.
Just going to quickly check to see if Michaela Blyde stayed in touch.
Kirsch diving across, Blyde reaching out. Oh,
George,
She gets
I have a
it
decision
down.
for you. You may award the try.
Try awarded, no doubt about it, in Blythe's eyes. The long passing, Puri Lane dangerous with ball in hand. Too much space given to this lethal flyer.
Seventh try of the weekend, 41st of the season, Michaela Blythe. Can't convert this one, but New Zealand go 12 points to 0. USA yet to really get into it and play. World Rugby Player of the Year, face of the tournament, Tyler King. And here she is to restart us again. Mars underneath this one, Kaka for New Zealand, it was backwards. Oh, Mars! Heavy contact in the air between Ravetti and Setefano. Setefano's jumped up. Ravetti, the worse for wear.
It's in the air. I think it was a tackle. She dragged her down. She's landing on her back, so yellow card.
Simple decision made,
Yellow
and quick
card,
decision
contact in the
made.
air.
Unfortunate
She's
for
landing on her back.
Steph
Option with the
Ravetti.
scrum.
The leap
What option
from
would you like
both
for the penalty?
players. Setefano had the ball, and you're not able to grab the player in the air.
You're going to tap it. Okay.
A nice
When you're
show
ready.
of sportsmanship, but USA reduced to 6.
A minute and a half to go in this first half of the final. It's been all New Zealand. They've just been camped down here in US territory. Oh, what a delightful ball onto the chest from Miller to Blythe. And in the corner again, Michaela Blythe gets another.
Take the ground and try yes or no, please.
They're looking at the put down.
George, I have a decision for you. You may award the try.
Just enough fingertips on there.
She does well. You only need one little finger to dot that ball down. And Blythe does just that. The switch from Setefano, Miller drifting gracefully across field. Exceptional pill. And Blythe does it for the second time in this match in stylish fashion.
17 points to 0. It has just been all New Zealand in the opening 6 minutes. Yes, the Kiwi fans, get that into you. Oh, USA, they've just got to secure some ball off this kickoff. They're still down to 6. Chris Thomas is out there. She's good in the air. And she does bring it in, the veteran, Chris Thomas, to try and get the USA going. They want to get something out of this half and then regroup. Ma. Back they come with Cedric. Setefano working hard. That's the hooter for half-time. There's no way through the New Zealand defence at the moment. USA some ground to make up. Kershey up the middle, just tipped up. Good tackle, Miller, because Kershey would have been away. Here goes Alona Ma, hanging off here. Alona Ma puts the head down, grit and determination, dragged down by Tyler King. Still there for the US. This is much better. Thomas now up over the 22. New Zealand having to scramble for the first time. Kershey barrels into the New Zealand line. Setefano goes off her feet. That'll be a penalty. Quick tap, Canet, and then she finds Cedric, and that is just what the US needed on the stroke of half-time. Spiff Cedric in.
That is a huge power play from USA. Started with this woman right here. Needed someone to stand up, and it's always Ma. Brought down by King, but the unrelenting pressure of USA sees Cedric soar over, scoring with only 6 players on the the field. A huge flex against New Zealand.
Just what they needed, and the conversion as well. It gets them into the final at half-time. It's New Zealand leading 17-7. And now there's 7 minutes to go. King is going to boot this down long and deep. There's a long chase back for the US for Chris Thomas, and that will allow New Zealand to put some pressure on. They're back to the full complement of players. Steph Ravetti back out there after time in the sin bin. USA playing in front of their own goalpost. Cedric no way through. Got some big hard carriers. Oh, lovely shift on this time, and now the kick ahead to Chase just to release some of the pressure. Kinnett put it on the toe, and she'll be the one to bear down on Tyler King. Did really well, Kinnett, but away comes Woodman Whitcliffe. Tucker and Setefano, Teresa Setefano has had a heavy influence in this match so far. Slightly slower ball for New Zealand this time, and the US line is nice and reset in defence. Woodman Whitcliffe, Blyde out there. The two speedsters for New Zealand working in tandem. The power of Blyde, she has Woodman Whitcliffe on the shoulder, opts to hold on to the ball, just beating defenders. USA again showing that hustle they need. Miller and King trying to conjure in midfield. There's the switch from Miller. Slips out of the tackle of Kershey, but not Ma. Setefano rips it wide for her captain, Pody Lane, Reese Pody Lane. Woodman Whitcliffe is there, and she's going to go to Michaela Blyde. Fingertip control, and another flying finish in the corner, and it's another hat-trick final for Michaela Blyde.
Brilliant attack. Ball kept alive. Puri Lane in, away. And Woodman, she's used to finishing, but she delivers the bobble. The poison control from Blyde. That's her third. And that is an impressive effort in a cup final.
Now Michaela Blyde, she got 3 in the final in LA. And she's got 3 in the final here. And that takes her tally up to 43 for the season. 3 behind Maddie Levi. So many stories and different bits of context. Points to 7. New Zealand have control of this final. The USA have to be the next to score, you'd think. Give themselves a chance of this title. Kinnett takes the ball awkwardly. Stacey Walker out there. Out on the field for New Zealand, coming off the bench is Kershey. USA, it's going to be slow ball, and New Zealand not rolling away. So Elena Olsen just trying to get things rolling, get it moving for the USA, going herself and then finding Jazz Gray just about. Gray did well. She's in real danger for the US's Jazz Gray. A jagged line for Kershey to have a little attack at. Tipped up by Manaya Nuku out there for New Zealand. Bobble from Ma. Oh! Boshing herself up over the top, and now Thomas couldn't hold on to the return ball. It comes undone. Ilona Ma sat down one of the New Zealand defenders. Tyler King.
Yeah, we'll do those now. Time off for the substitute. Scrum or line up.
And there they are. All-time tries and finals. Woodman with the 33-28 for New Zealand. A couple of ways Michaela Blyde's chasing her teammate, all-time scorers, but look also too, Tyler King and Sarah Hiddeny. Charlotte Caslick sitting in there sandwiched between the Kiwis.
Water off, please. Water off. We need below 11 as well. Thank you.
US fans
Sign
still
on,
urging
Crouch.
their team on. Feels like they
Five.
have to score here, Alicia. They have to score next and
Set.
soon. It's going to be hard with New Zealand with possession, feeding the scrum. Oh, but they're going to get it back. There we go.
Let go.
So it's there for Levy. Ma. Here's Gray. She's got room and she's got speed. Jazz Gray, she's going to take on Blythe. Comes back into the inside. Blythe had it pretty well covered. Olsen. There's Lauren Doyle, so experienced in this US team. Chopped down by her opposite captain, Poldy Lane. New Zealand shift across to the left in defence as Levy now spills it. And Stacey Walker's going to set up. Oh, the feet were filthy from Stacey Walker. Sullivan chase, great chase. Sammy Sullivan just the intervention the USA needed, but they're playing under advantage, and there are white jerseys just peppering the US line. And it's an easy run-in for Mahina Paul.
Paul with the finish. The pressure surmounting. Nuku with the big hit, knocking the ball loose from Levy. Waka wiggling out, fending. Motored down by Sullivan, but it was numbers, the advantage offside, and some brilliant width passing. Nice flat running onto the ball. And New Zealand, another beneficiary of some intense and immense defensive pressure.
Well, they've got total control of this final now. Sheree Kaka, Tyler King, they can watch on. Very relaxed faces now. USA will keep pressing, keep trying here. Good work down low, Olsen. Here goes Kershey. USA, they're not going to win this match, but they want to take more from it. This is another big step for them this weekend, and here's the ball up the middle for Jazz Gray, just trying to swat away from Paul. Levy, flat, nice ball for Sullivan, still working hard. The loose balls, the 50-50s have gone New Zealand's way as well. And now Felix Hotham will switch, and there's another big gap for Mahina Paul to power her way through. She's a really good athlete. Mahina Paul relishing a try, another try in front of the South Stand.
The impact every coach wants off the bench. Paul taking her chances when she get it. Felix Hotham pushing her through. A nice late cut. And look at that shot. Heading towards the South Stand. Leaving Sullivan in her wake.
New Zealand are champions in Hong Kong again. And in what style have they done it? An absolutely dominant performance. They were rocked in pool play. Had to get past their great rivals Australia in the semi-finals, and now they have come out on the biggest of stages and laid down a challenge to every other team that they are now perhaps the ones to beat.